Hi you guys, I've been getting a lot of questions about, or requests I should say, for shoulder opening postures or movements, and I'm going to give you a few simple ones. We could spend a lot of time stretching all around the shoulder, which is great, but if I wanted to give you something quick, something useful for a lot of people, it's going to be movements and poses that open up the fronts of the shoulders. So that open up in here. We tend to be more forward oriented, especially if you sit a lot or you're looking at your phone a lot or a computer screen. You tend to go forward and the shoulders tend to go forward too with the head. So it's not that for everybody, right? Some people have more of a tendency to stand like this or be oriented like this, especially if you're doing something that requires you to be upright, like horseback riding, for example. You really have to keep yourself upright like that. For the most part, I would say that it's a good idea to stretch the pec muscles and the muscles that internally rotate the shoulders, because that tends to be where they go. Some simple things you can do, very easy, are to use a wall. And what we're gonna do is, one arm at a time, you're gonna take your arm out in a 90-degree bend, and you would put your hand flat on the wall like this, maybe your elbow too if you can. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna angle our chest away from our hand. And by doing that, we're gonna be opening and stretching all right here. And you can play with the height of the arm as long as it's comfortable for you and not painful, but that's essentially what we're gonna start out with. So you would come to a wall, and I'm doing it kneeling like this because of my camera, but you can stand as well, that's totally fine, and it'll probably be more comfortable if you stand. But you come to a wall, and I would take my arm out in this 90-degree bend shape, right? I've got my hand on the wall, I've got my elbow on the wall. You don't have to get everything on there. You don't have to get all 3 points, hand, elbow, shoulder, just get your hand on the wall. Bent about 90. If you can't get it 90, then a little lower is fine. And then you would angle your chest away. You would turn your chest away from this arm. And it doesn't take very much, and I'm feeling it. I am feeling a stretch exactly where I told you. I'm feeling it right here in the front of the shoulder, and I would hold that for maybe up to 20 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds, just taking slow, easy breaths. You can also do this with your arms straight, if that's possible and comfortable for you. You would start out facing the wall, your arm is straight, and then you would turn in the exact same way, your chest away from the wall. And here, it's okay if the shoulder pops off of the wall a little bit, like it's not exactly touching. You might get a better stretch though if you keep it closer to the wall. So I would try both, right? I would try it with bent arm, straight arm, and then you could also try with the straight arm version, having your hand up higher than your shoulder level, and then doing the exact same thing. Taking your straight arm against the wall, but then up somewhat. Not all the way up, like maybe halfway in between, 45 degrees up. And then again, walking your feet and your chest away. And what that does is it helps to move the stretch deeper. So underneath the bigger pec muscle and into the smaller one that also tends to get tighter or shorter or overworked and pulls the shoulders forward like that. So those are simple, easy to do. Anywhere you have a wall, you can take 20 seconds to do both sides, to pick bent arm, straight arm, and then turn your body. It's fairly easy to do, and you have a lot of control because you can turn your feet just a little bit, you can turn them a lot, and if it's too much stretch, then you have time and the ability to turn back to the front. The next movement, I wouldn't call it a pose, although I do incorporate this into my yoga classes to help open the shoulders, is to use a yoga strap, or you can just use a big bath towel, and you will suspend the strap or the towel between your hands, and we can move the shoulder through a large range of motion with some resistance, which can help to open everything up, not just the stuff in the front, but we would be hitting that again too. I'm just gonna use a regular bath towel to show you that you don't need particular props. So I've got this towel here. Just unroll it and roll it into, I don't know, a big noodle shape. And then you can take it in front of you like this. And I would start with your hands wider than shoulder distance. They're not like this, they're out to the sides. Okay? Taking the bath towel or the strap ahead of you, and then you would lift up. You would lift the strap or the towel up overhead. At some point, you're gonna start to feel where your tension is or your resistance. Some of you will be able to get the strap overhead fairly easily and you might not feel anything. Some of you might be stopped here. You might be stopped because of your shoulder joint. You might be stopped because of tension. You can always make it easier, give yourself more space by taking the hands wider, like a lot wider. And you might be able to go a little bit further when you take the hands wider like that. If you're the type of person that your shoulders are built a certain way and they're very open and you don't feel anything still, then I would take the hands closer together. Make it harder, less space to work with, right? And then you try it again and see if that more narrow angle gets you a better stretch, a better opening. And so at this position here, you might feel the stretch anywhere along like the underarm, down your chest here, maybe even sort of down your sides, like your underarm and then down your side. From the side view, I would take this, and you can stand again or sit overhead. And if you can clear the back of your head, then you can just let your arms kind of hang out back there. Your chest, your back will arch somewhat, but you don't want to exaggerate that. You don't want the back to steal some of your stretch. We want to isolate this around the shoulders. So you bring your arms up, and especially if they hang back, your upper back will slightly back bend, but maybe we don't overdo it, especially if you're standing. And if you can get your arms way back, then just hang out back there as long as it's not too intense. There will be a point in this movement where it starts to feel like, okay, that's the deepest part of my stretch and I can only stay there for a little bit. And what I like to do is just keep playing, keep bringing the hands up and moving them through that range. There's a spot where it's like really easy and then it starts getting harder and then it's a lot harder. And you just play around the edges of your stretch. As long as it felt like it was safe and not like you were going to really push through something, if you can get your arms all the way down and behind you, you can do that. But not everybody can do that. It just depends on your shoulder structure. It's not like a better or worse thing. So if you can, go ahead and do that. And then you could go all the way down. And then you could also take your towel or your strap behind you, right? Starting with it back here and keeping some tension on the strap. So I'm pulling the strap or the towel like this, like I'm trying to make it longer, and then lifting up like this. And again, to make it easier, I can widen the distance between my hands, lowering down, taking it up, lowering down. There are plenty of yoga poses that help to stretch the shoulders, and a lot of them apply more gravity, like downward facing dog, for example, or puppy pose. The movements we just did stretch those same areas, just in different ways. You could, of course, hold something like downward facing dog, which gets your arms all the way up and stretches all of that too, but it's not just about the shoulders, of course. In downward dog, it's about the spine, the length of the back, perhaps the stretch in your hamstrings. There's just a lot of other joints involved and going on. So these are just simple, isolated things you can do to help open your shoulders. And of course, there are other ways you can stretch your shoulders. Like we could have stretched other directions too, but I think opening up in this way, in this direction, is more useful because this is the way we tend to go. Most of us, we tend to go forward. Maybe if there was a last thing I was going to give you, it would be opening the shoulders up in this direction, which is again, countering the tendency to do this. Get your bath towel, and you can take your towel and make like a big burrito out of it. And the shape of your towel and the size of it will make it bigger or smaller. And if it's too much of either, then you can add more towels or find a different one. But you'll end up with this roll, or you could have had a block. And you're gonna lie down on this. You'll put it on the floor or a pillow, right? You'd put your block and or your towel. You could do both to make it more soft. On the floor, and when you lie down, your block or your towel is going to end up right here in the middle of your back, between your shoulder blades, and then you can reach your arms up overhead or into this cactus shape, which feels really nice. Anyway, I would put it down here. I would sit, roll down, and maybe stop on my elbows so I could place it properly. So I don't want it like super low in my lower back. I'm gonna have it up higher. Maybe your towel goes down to your lower back, which is fine, but if this is all I have to work with, I'm gonna get it in between my shoulder blades, right behind my heart, like most of it. And then what that accomplishes is my heart and my upper back are lifted away from the floor somewhat. You might need to add more support for your head, especially if you're up higher. And then you can take your arms open to the sides like this in that cactus shape, or you can take them straight overhead. And doing whatever you want with your legs. You can have them straight, you can have them bent, you could butterfly them. And then to come up, hands behind the head, tuck your chin somewhat, and then you can do like most of a sit-up or a little bit of a sit-up, roll to the side and come up. And that is a way you can open your shoulders, open the muscles that restrict your shoulders from being open in this direction in a more relaxed, what we would call restorative way in yoga, just using the passage of time. So not using a lot of force or resistance bands or muscular poses, just relaxing in something like that. And you can hang out there for longer. You could hang out in something like that for a few minutes, depending on your prop and how high you were. You might have something that's less comfortable, like a yoga block, and be hanging out, and you might be up higher, so it may not be as comfortable to stay in longer. But you can explore with different movements or positions with your arms. Doing this, I can feel that a similar stretch in here as I did when I did it at the wall. And I can take my arms overhead as well, straight or bent. So we can do more shoulder opening in the future. These are just some simple things that are fairly accessible that you can do most places that you have a little bit of space and a wall. If you have any questions, then please let me know, and I'll see you next time.